Good morning, good morning. Today we're taking a look at XRP price action along with some liquidity and the Sigma coin. So, good morning. We've got ourselves a breakout. Look at this, a wonderful little continuation of the trend. So, we were monitoring, our initial 5-wave impulse after our final completion of our corrective leg. We have our 5-wave impulse off the lows in white, then a flat structure that played out in the yellow and green. We then had another impulsive breakout that could be kind of interpolated either way with a back test of our 618 level that we were watching and our 21-day moving average, which is in pink here. Held both of those, even went in for a double tap, higher low, breakout, and then a continuation has now happened. And we have now actually set a higher high from this local move. Ultimately, getting above this region of $1.48 would be amazing because that would be for sure the approval of it. Or the completion of our move. But this is exactly what we want to see playing out right here. So huge move up to the upside. I think things are about to get wild here moving forward. Narratives push these things, and but yeah, definitely amazing. So at this point, now clearing a new level of $1.47 will be the full final confirmation, but extremely bullish price action playing out now of a wave 1, wave 2, and this would be our wave 3 continuation. XRP takes 25 days sometimes to do moves, so be locked in, be ready. But this is a huge beginning indication of what's to come. So love it, love to see it. Our good friend over here, Bitcoin, also working on the same thing, has yet to clear 74K. But as soon as it does, it's very close. As soon as 74K is cleared, magic happens, and we are confirmed good to go. So that is wonderful news as well. And with that, we've already had the indication of these things occurring here with the Sigma coin. So Sigma, with its new indicator that it's working out, gets you 160 million Sigma, gets you into the Discord. And you can see yesterday we were able to break above a prior high and actually got above 2 prior highs, which is very bullish, and have now been working through a consolidation back test of these regions. So what I expect psychologically to happen is you can see a couple things here, right? Here's this candle, right? Organically, every candle that we ever had before that was a good one gets taken back, right? And then you end up having, for example, again, this candle over here. We'll delete that right there. Candle happens, yay, everything's great. Nope, gets taken back, right? So we end up having that kind of psychological shift. Now, mentally, if you look at what traders are doing, it's like, okay, you've got a candle, it gets taken back, but only partially, right? So this is the initial phase. Then a candle starts to take back, but buyers step in and it breaks out. Candle, kind of comes back down again, and then more buyers step in, right? And it breaks out. Now we're back testing all these people over here who were buying and DCing all these levels. Well, they're like, this is my cost basis, right? I mean, I bought some down here, mostly right here. I'll get more, right? And so then we end up having a candle, like this. Everyone's waiting. And then all of a sudden somebody sells, and you're like, okay, cool. But then immediately now you have buyers stepping in and saying, okay, I would love what you just sold, right? So this candle shows up to the party and it's taken back almost instantly, right? And so this is the psychological shift that's occurring in the markets as people are now starting to shift away from, I need to get out and just take whatever I can, to, oh boy, I better hold on to what I have and not sell because price going higher, right? And then new people saying, I better buy this to get into the Discord, to do these different things. And so they're looking for opportunity rather than running away, is the psychological shift that occurred. So we still have a long way to go, of course. Here's our 3-day, and it's, I just don't want to make everybody, go, oh wow, we have all this, price action going, amazing. But yeah, we do. It's wonderful. But you can see a majority of the holders are right in this region right here. So our biggest move at this next point, our next main hurdle after we consolidate in this region, is to get up to 2.78 million. Spectacular price target, amazing return. Anybody who's buying in this region here is potentially rewarded with, assuming we make this move, rewarded with a 227% increase in their XRP positioning, right? So that's what we're looking at next. This is our big kind of main area. I would say it's even a little bit higher. We would probably be the 702, probably right around there. So 353% potential return playing out here to get us back up into this region. But these market caps are so low, it will take very little money for these memes to explode off the lows. So anyway, long story short, this is what I would expect our next kind of consolidation area would be. And then if we can continue, that would be amazing. If we have to backtest, great opportunity for everybody. So we will watch, wait, and see how it plays. RSIs on the 3-day, definitely at the extremes, but it could cool off, fairly quickly. So you can see how a cool off could play here. I don't know if we're going to necessarily have to cool off immediately. I think sideways is probably more likely. Daily, I believe, is, daily's up at the top of the range too. So this is where that cool off pattern is playing. 12-hour starting to come down, and the 4-hour reset, I think, is there. Yes, 4-hour reset is here, and you can see people are already buying off the 4-hour reset. So looks extremely bullish. We're getting a lot of attention and excitement going into the project. So I'm excited for what's coming next. So that is your Sigma recap, looking amazing. Liquidity, we left some down below, but we're going up. So who cares, right? This might be a back test at some point, but as of right now, we're going higher. And finally, XRP and Bitcoin is about to break above a new higher high for Bitcoin, and XRP just did a new higher high with this curved behavior looping higher. So get ready for some price action going parabolic for XRP. 1.7575 is our new target that we want to try to get above. Let's see, it's probably a little bit different, but we want to see that kind of play out here. And then for Bitcoin, we're already basically there and just about to break out of that 74.075. So let's do it, guys. Let's have a good beginning of the next cycle.